that's Melissa here in the back, and if you had followed me on Instagram, you'll know that I went to a crop in October. It was the last weekend of October, and I haven't gotten around to sharing these pages yet, but it was the last 2 weeks of my pregnancy, which were really hard. I got really sick again, but anyway, I'm finally showing you now. So I have shared some of these on Instagram, but some I haven't. So what it was a casual crop with a group of friends, and we do it, we try and do it every year, and we have other ladies that come as well that may have come for the first time, but there's like a core group of us that do it, and one of the ladies, Kim, put together a kit and a whole lot of challenges for the crop. And so this page here, the theme was books, so she had the October afternoon. I don't know what the collection's called, but it's got all the book themed products in it. And so the main kit that we got was full of that, and when I first looked at it, I thought, it's not really me, I'm going to struggle, because I'm really into bright colours, as you know. But I found that if I just applied my normal style, I was able to create something that I was really happy with. So the first challenge was to use the kit, and so I just had these, they're not great photos, they're selfies on the iPhone where you reverse the camera so you can see the photo. So just of Brielle and I. And so the paper that I loved, it had this balloon, so I just fussy cut it out and then just went with it in my style. So it worked out really well, so I'm really happy with it. So that's that one. This one, I'm doing a Reets watercolour background class at Big Picture Classes. I'm yet to share this one actually. And for this one it was a wet brush, dry brush technique. And so you put water on half of the paper, the top half. So you end up with a wet brush and you stroke it down, it becomes dry. So I did this kind of gradient watercolour in the background to match. This is the page, Evan's latest collection, Take Me Away. And so I used the speciality paper. I knew I wanted to use it on a corner like that and layered it over the top. And this is 2 photos of Brielle when she decided to draw on the wall. So, sorry, you can't see the whole thing in the frame. So that's what this layout's about. And I'm really happy with how that turned out. This one is also for the watercolour class, and it's about using a stencil and watercolours. And what you do is you put your stencil down, spray it with water. So this is a highly swatched stencil with hearts, and then you take the stencil off and you go over with your watercolour over where you've put your water, and that's how you get this lovely effect. And this one I used for a challenge as well. We had to use a rotary stamp, I think 5 times. So I had this old Glitz Design feather one, so I went through. I thought it was quite appropriate because Azaria in this photo has got her face painted with a bird. And I used the Page Evans collection again, Take Me Away, and I just love that it said with brave wings she flies, which I thought went really well with the bird theme. So that's that one. I took my sewing machine to camp. I took my silhouette as well. I don't use my silhouette, but I use my sewing machine. This one is also for the watercolour backgrounds class, and I think this might have been the first lesson, which was called Splatters. And this was also one of the challenges, which was to use one of the other kits. And there was a smaller kit that you got, and so it came with these die cut cards. And so I did the splatter technique on there, where you splatter with water and then you go through with your brush and add your watercolour. And so this photo I used on the Project Life app, and I was playing around, and you can put cards on as well, so that's where the Savour the Sweetest Moments in Between comes from. And beautiful doily, I wish I had more of these. It's one of the Studio Calico ones. This was not in the kit, it was from the clip kit, but I had it and I thought it worked perfectly. Everything else is from the kit except for, no. This is with my Kelly kit, so some of these elements like the background paper and these flowers I've added from the Kelly kit, but otherwise I think you had to use so many items from the kit, so like the tag, the wood veneers, the paper clip, the stickers, and the washi, all from the kit. So that's that one. This one was for Let's Get Sketchy, the last review of the Team A, but because I had to go to our base hospital, which is 2 hours away, I thought the baby was coming early, so we went down early, so I never got to take a photo or post this. It was a case of having to leave straight away. I thought the baby was coming, so this one is about Sam. He got really sick. All kids got sick, but he got so bad he had to go to hospital and had to go on the ambulance, so of course I had to document that. Yeah, he got better quite quickly. So that's that one. And that's using my Kelly kit as well. And then this one is the final 12 by 12 that I made, and it was from a clip kit. I'd had this awesome paper, it's Pink Fresh Studio, and I knew I had to use it for Sam. So these are a bit dusty because I've been sitting on my shelf. And so all the rest is the Kelly kit, but this is just that paper I pulled in, and it's him. They did a display for Anzac Day, so he wanted to show me that. So I just need to add the date onto that one. And this one may have been for a challenge as well, I think. I can't remember. Anyway, I love that I was able to incorporate a doily onto a boy page, and I think there's no reason why you can't do that. So that's that one. So that's a total of 1, 2, 3, 4, 6, 12 by 12. Now, it was a 2-day crop. I am not the fast scrapper, and so I'm really happy with what I managed to make there. So this one is for my Grateful album, and it's an 8 by 8. I just love this. This was, I think, for a challenge as well, that you had to use some items from a folder, and there was like dictionary paper, and this bits of crepe paper with the book spines, and then I added from my Kelly kit. And so this is just a photo of my girls. Well, when I only had 2 girls, I've got 3 girls now, but them last summer, and just talk about their friendship. And this one was also for a challenge. I think it was about, you had to use the whatever, you got given a bag and in it was some alphas, and you had to use the alphas you were given. And so these are a couple of photos of Brielle and I just say that I treasure these last few weeks with Brielle before the baby arrived. Such precious times, and that was in October. So Kelly kit again, I think, but more Dear Lizzie pieces on this because I had the ephemera pack. So yeah, that's the total of what I made. Had a really great time. Don't know when I'll get to go to another one now with the baby, but yeah, it was just awesome to hang out with my friends and create all weekend long. So I hope you enjoyed, and I will share these on Instagram as well.